Hello, everyone. Today is another podcast day where we'll be talking business, and I'm going to be having an interaction with a special guest. I will be talking everything marketing, business, lifestyle. We're going to be talking about growth in general, as well as how to basically navigate business in this day and age, especially in the networking space, especially in the value provision space, or more of like how you can grow yourself individually, your business. And we're just going to be sharing our own perception of thoughts, more of like our own point of view in certain areas that has to do with this category I just mentioned, which is business, lifestyle, and growth in general. So today I have a special guest, which I've been looking at bringing on a podcast, which I more of like want to talk to more business people, especially women who are doing well. And I see them also doing good things that has to do with them pursuing what they believe and also owning their message. Because if you have a good message and a strong one and you don't own it, like you don't put it out there and all of that, okay, nobody's going to hear it. So I like people, strong women who actually put themselves out there and make a difference also, as well as inspire other women to do great things. So with me today is Didi Nwala. Yeah.
You have to add the Awachie. You have
Awachie.
to remove the Nwala. Add the Awachie unless you want to send me packing.
Okay. okay. Awachie. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Awachie. How do you pronounce that?
Awachie, yeah, you got it. Didi Awachie.
Awachie.
Yes.
That's like what part of Nigeria?
That's Anambra.
Anambra
Yeah,
also.
I'm
Okay.
Imo, then married to Anambra.
Okay,
Yes.
okay, that's great.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm going to be throwing you some questions right here and all of that. So Didi is a marketer also. She does network marketing, multi-level marketing, to be precise, yeah, and all of that. Okay, compared to ours, that is just we can just pick a product and start selling online and all of that. All right, so we're going to be learning a lot about network marketing also and marketing in general. So Didi is going to start off by telling us about herself. So Didi, tell us about you.
Okay, so my name is Didi Awachie, and I'm a network marketing professional, and I prefer to call myself a network. I like to add that professional because not a lot of people do network marketing well, and part of what I'd love to do is, or I'm doing right now, is to change the way that people perceive network marketing. Because normally, if you mention network marketing, you see people like you see that whole, So I want people to get comfortable around network marketing, and also, there's a lot of money you can make through network marketing. I've bought cars from here, bought properties from here. Mentor lots of people who have bought their cars and bought their properties as well through network marketing. So my goal is to show people through network marketing how they can improve the quality of their lifestyle. That's what I'm here for.
So that's your goal.
That's my goal in network marketing.
Their lifestyle, basically. So, like, how long have you been in network marketing? Like, when did you start from? Who pulled you into it? Because definitely something got you in, yeah? Yeah, so what's that thing that actually got you into it?
Okay, I started network marketing 8 years ago. That was like pretty much before my service, before I served. And one of the things, what got me into it was I've always been a sucker for starting my own thing, you know. So when people say things like, oh, there's a business this, there's a business meeting, there's a business that, I'm always like excited to just go to learn more, to improve on myself and all that. So a friend of mine who I met in school invited me. That was 8 years ago. I was like, okay, she just told me, oh, are you looking to like have a plan B, source of income, blah, blah, blah. I was like, please, income, anything income, I'm game. And then she invited me, and then I went there, and then I saw presentation, and people were just, the person presenting was just showing cars, showing houses, showing trips, showing all those, really nice things. I was like, okay, I don't get what this guy is saying, but I'm in. Like, I don't understand what he's saying, but all those cars and everything, I'm in. But look at me 8 years
all
after.
Those things,
Okay. I actually wanted to do, be fully into radio, but when I saw network marketing, I was like, okay, I can actually build a whole lifestyle around network marketing. And 8 years after, I'm still here.
And you're still doing it faithfully. So is there no time where you thought of, there's, as I'm doing this, I'm not yet making as much money and all of that. Should I just go and do something else? I don't know. Because when you start doing something at first, also there's, that slow pace in terms of getting results and growing, but which a lot of people get to quit. So do you come across those times where you feel like, are you sure this thing is for me? Do you think I can continue? Should I just go do something else that can make me a quick buck or something like that?
Okay, I would say my first 1 year, there were thoughts around that. But there's one attribute that I have, or quality that I have, that I'm quite grateful that I have, because that's what has, made me stay here this long, which is the whole, I know I don't know how to focus on too many things.
Okay.
I'm the kind of person that if I'm doing fashion, my life is centered around fashion, like everything fashion. Like I can't think about any other thing.
Really?
So even if, that's the kind of, except I've built it to a state where it's now okay, which is what I'm doing now in network marketing. I mean, my network marketing business is quite solid, that even if I don't work in the next few months, I'm still making money because I have a large network of people. So I'm now looking to exploring other things. Like I mentioned to you earlier that I have a course. Okay, so my first one, I had thoughts around, oh my God, are you really sure? Because the result didn't come in early, because I was with my first network marketing company and the result wasn't so good until I got into the second one. The second one, which I've now been with for 7 years. That's where I've now built my life, my result, everything around and all that. So the first year, of course, I obviously had those thoughts. It's not easy to be in one thing and then you're trying to build the results are not quite coming. But I just because I told you, that's one attribute that I have. I just want to see, I mean, if it's working for other people, what are they doing? It's working for them. So I just kept on questioning, reading, building, and then eventually.
I think in my own case, similar to that also. Like, I think I just enjoyed learning. Learning kept me in my beginning phase, even if I wasn't making money in business or in digital marketing and all of that. I think learning the craft, learning tech just kept me going. I'm just enjoying myself. Some people are looking at making money. Me, I was just enjoying myself. I was just looking at what's the next thing I need to learn, what's the next thing I need to know, and all of that. So I wasn't worried at first about making money and all of that, which I see some people in our own space go through that. Oh, this thing is not working for me, I have to leave. So the difference for me is just enjoying the process.
It doesn't mean that I'm not quite interested in so many things, or I wasn't. I mean, I don't know if I mentioned to you earlier that I worked in the radio station. I was really pretty interested in media as well. I used to write and everything, but I'm the kind of person, I mean, when I was writing, I was fully focused. Even when I wasn't making so much money, I was just really like focusing on it, attending lots of writers' meeting and everything. So I'm the kind of person that once my mind is in one thing, I'm like, okay, this is what is going to help me get this result. I'm just fully in it. No distractions.
That's true.
It's not like I'm not interested in other things as well.
When I mean interested, like it's like if I don't do it, something will happen. That kind of thing. That's what I mean, actually, So like now, what though you mentioned a bit about your message, helping people get good life and all. What's the mantra that keeps you going? Like, what's your mission, and how do you intend getting that or getting to your destination?
Okay, I think the one thing that just like keeps me going is I'm a sucker for. I'm one person that believes in that. Like nothing in the world will be handed over to you. You have to just like make it happen. Do you understand? So that, and then also another problem that I have is I don't know how to ask people for things. I'll rather die than ask. That's one problem that I have. I'm telling you, like I can't count how many people have asked for stuff in my life. Like I can't count them. Like, and when I can count them. There are very few, and I'm sure it will not pass these fingers. I'm telling you. So, and because of that mindset, I like to work for my own thing. Like, have to have my own thing. I have to work for my own thing. So, one of the things that keep me going is, if it's going to happen, if it's going to be, then it's up to me. That has always been like my mantra.
But one thing I get to see is. In terms of that particular category is, I used to see certain things like, if I need something, if I need help from somebody or someone, I will just find a way to ask them or find a way to provide them value for them to also give me what I want somehow. That's how I perceive that, So, because I also believe that when people need stuff, they won't even think it twice to start asking me. So they'll ask, and because of maybe the goodness of my heart or my own I just feel like giving, sharing is caring, that kind of thing. I want to give them also. So I want to ask.
Not asking in terms of information. No. If you have the information that is going to get me what I want, I don't mind.
Okay.
I don't mind. No. But when I mean like in terms of finances, I would not ask you for money. Do you understand? That's my. I don't think I had boyfriends that was asking, give me money, give me. I was never like that to any of my boyfriends.
And again, one thing is. People can, when you are like that, also people just tend to want to do things for you and give you stuff.
Yes. Actually, yes.
That's cool. So in terms of network marketing now, how I've been trying to, I've more of like, I think the only experience I have in network marketing or is the time everybody was doing all these MMM kind of things, all this Bitcoin multi-level stuff. That was the time I attempted it. I didn't actually enjoy it much because they keep telling me to go and bring people, and I got tired in terms of bringing people and I had to run away. So I just went back. I just preferred, my traditional way of doing marketing and all, which is get a product online and sell them, or either physical or digital products, that kind of thing, or, do agency stuff or will help businesses get clients and all of that. So how do you more of like get people in the MLM space? Like, how do you get people in? How do you do marketing to get results?
Okay, before I answer that, there's something you just mentioned now. I understand why people run from think about network marketing the way that they do. The whole, we have to constantly continue to, bring people and all that. But one of the things that keep me driven in network marketing is the end goal. What is the end goal? The end goal is that you eventually build a team of people who are building their own network and you're still making a lot of money. Okay. So it's different from direct sales, which is what you're doing. So for example, let's say you sell these glasses. You sell it one time, you make money, right? But that's it. But what kept me in network marketing is the fact that, okay, you sell this glasses, right? You make money. You get me to sell the glasses as well, to start selling glasses. I'm making money from it, but guess what? Commissions are still coming to you, even though you're no longer directly involved in my activities. So I connect the third person. Guess what? That person is making money. I'm no longer directly involved in that person's activity. I'm still making money. You, that you're not even aware of the third person, like you don't know the person from Adam, you're still making money. That for me is the driving force in network marketing. So it's not the direct sales. I understand when people say, because I mean, Igbo people prefer the whole, I beg, I want to be seeing my money, sell this and then get the money. But the driving force for me was, I want in the next 10 years, I've done this for 7 years and I'm happy with where I've built it to. The goal is that in the next maybe 3-4 years, I've built it to a point where I can say, I'm traveling for months and I'm still making a lot of money. It's no longer like directly tied to me. Yes. So for the question that you asked about how we market and everything, I was also mentioning earlier to you that because of how network marketing is, it's a relationship business. So people are not quite joining you. For example, I may not like you, I may hate you, but I love the glasses, so I'll just buy it and move on with my life, right? But network marketing, people also need to like you. So you have to build that relationship with them. So what works for network marketing, we still do the whole cold marketing and every other thing, like your social media and everything. It's still deep into network marketing because the people you're looking for are not always directly around you. The people you're looking for could even be people that you don't even know, which I have a lot of them now in my team. But what works for me personally is meeting people, attending events, being conscious about networking. So meeting people, because the truth is you don't know who the person you're talking to, you don't know who they know. I could just be talking to you right now, you're looking all simple, but you may just know one very massive person. It has happened to me a lot of times. Met one guy, the guy was just looking very scruffy. The guy knows somebody, like he knows some like deep politicians in his state, and we now have them in the team. So you never really can tell. So for me, I like to build relationships that way, because one person can connect you to like thousands of people and all that.
Okay. So is it when you're trying to do you say you also do the online stuff and all of that, apart from the event and all. So to get people to the event, you need to market your event also. So how do you do that? Like,
okay, I do videos. Yes, promotional videos. Make sure that the message is really, really punchy. And like I said earlier, people just want to see, okay, so whatever it is this person is selling can give me what the good life.
I want,
So when I'm passing my message across, I like to ensure that I'm talking about the things that I've been able to get through my network marketing business. But I don't promote network marketing when I'm doing my videos. The reason is because people have skewed mindset about network marketing. So you see them, once you just hear network marketing, so before they hear the message, network marketing has already taken them out. So I make sure that my message has nothing to do with network marketing. So when they come for the meeting, they see that, okay, whatever message this person has makes sense. Oh, so it's network marketing. So they hear the message first before they hear network marketing. But they're already in the meeting. So most times they sign up and you hear people say things like, oh my God, if I knew it was network marketing, I would not be here. But now they've made payments and they're building their team. Yes. So
Okay. And earlier you mentioned something about attraction marketing, which marketing is mostly bent on attraction. The ability to get somebody's attention or get people hooked at first, you know,
Yes.
before you deliver your message and give them a call to action. That's what one thing our should I call our foundation, we get to understand. If we want to do anything, is how can I grab an attention right now, get people hooked and all. So I really, really understand that part. And again, for the networking thing also, I really like the fact that you said, okay, you can meet people you don't know who they know and all of that. Yeah. So for that networking thing now also, you also mentioned to me at first that networking wasn't that quite easy for you, like talking to people and all. And again, you also mentioned you have a course around that. Maybe overcoming your fears in meeting people. Because just like we were saying off the camera also, we're saying the rate at which introverted people are growing by the day because of smartphones.
Yes.
So what do you have to say about networking, making it easier, or what can somebody find in your course, and how can somebody just overcome their fear of meeting people and just, you know, get to connect out there?
Okay, first of all, I've found out that networking is not just about, oh, let me just sell something to someone. Networking is not just about, oh, I'm now in network marketing, let me get people so I can build my network and make a lot of money. No, networking is even deeper. For example, I have this man in my team that every single time a policeman stops me, I just give him a call. This is somebody I might not have met in my entire life. So once I just give him a call, he talks to them and then I'm on my way again. So networking is very deep. You don't know who that person is. You don't know institutions they can help you. I could have an issue right now. I know somebody in DSS. I could have an issue in these are people I met, you know, while networking for my own business. Or some of them are already even in my, you know, in my business and all that. So I believe that networking is something that everybody should be part of. Yes, because we're all selling something. Like I said to you earlier, we're either selling a service or product or selling ourselves. All of us are just selling something. Do you get? So it's sad that if you walk into a room, I'm a crazy introvert. I'm just more conscious right now. And I believe everybody can also become conscious about it and get better at it and not lose. I don't like that people are losing clients because they don't know how to talk to people. You walk into a space, you see somebody that could literally like drive your life to like the next level. But you're just scared about, you know, talking to the person. So what I did with that course was to teach people how to like break that ice, you know, when we're sitting together, you may just be on your phone and I'm on my phone. The moment I break that initial ice and get us smiling, we don't know how far our conversation can go. Before you know it, you're from my village, you're married to my, you know that, so it's crazy. So what I did with that course was just to get people comfortable with getting into spaces and just meeting people, and what you can say, conversations you can have with people. So I could just see you, I'm like, oh, nice watch. We started talking, it's that simple. So I've seen, it was difficult for me at the beginning, very, very difficult. In fact, mine was so bad that if I'm traveling by road and it's a 7 hours journey, you're sitting, I have somebody on my left, someone on my right. Please don't talk to me. I will not talk to you. I have my ears plugged in and I'm fine. Like I'm a loner and I love my company and everything. Do you get? But I found out that please, that's not putting money in anybody's pocket. So you literally need to like get out. So my course was on that for people, especially for starters, you know, people who are starting out with trying to get comfortable in social situations, how to have conversations with people, how to get comfortable and all that. So that's what my course like really for everybody, not just for network marketers, for everybody. So
if somebody wants to break that ice, like what's one point that they should just go for? Like if, for example, I want to, maybe I'm introverted, I do not talk to people out there, maybe I'm in a public gathering and all of that. I just want to talk to somebody. How can I just break the ice?
Very simple. You know, first of all, let me just start by saying that part of the problem I had was I could see somebody and I just don't know what to say to the person. Like I know that, oh, this person looks like somebody that would be good in my business, but I just don't know what to say to the person. So like I said earlier, just the moment you just break that ice immediately, you see that this person is quite chilled as well. So for me, the easiest way is compliment. Okay, that's the point. So even if the person, just compliment. Even if the person is just on their own using their phone, you could just say, oh my goodness, I love your phone. What phone is that? Conversation has started. Oh, I blah, 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 blah. Oh, me too. Blah, blah, blah. Before you know it, conversation. So compliment is like my easiest way. And then also, because I have this face, I have a certain face that looks bitchy. So I could just be on my own and people think like, I beg this girl. So I try to just, I didn't know that about myself until like much later.
Yeah.
So especially when I started, networking and everything. So what I do now is I'm more conscious. So when I get into a space, I'm all like, if you notice when I walk in, I was like, hey everybody, good afternoon.
Yeah.
But that's not me.
Yeah.
That's me like being very conscious. Yes. Me, I just prefer, I just walk in. If you say hi to me, fine. If you don't say hi, I'll just come to my own space and be okay. But now I'm very conscious about it.
Let me think about it. The first time I met you, did I think that
I'm sure I was very nice the day you saw me. I was the one that spoke to you, if you remember. I was the one that spoke to Tochi.
Okay.
Yes, if you remember.
Oh, really?
I'm so conscious about it now.
Okay. Because I was more of like trying to remember the scenario because, I saw you sitting down first.
Yes,
I'm just more of like, okay, let me see what's going to happen here and all of that, Though I know I was definitely going to talk to one or two persons there. So, okay. I like your idea about breaking the ice, using compliments and all of that, and being conscious also. I like that also.
And how to start up. What things I also added with, like conversations you can have. How to also go deep. So okay, after the compliment, what next? So I also helped out with things you can see how to sustain those conversations.
Okay, and somebody can easily find your course when they come and find you.
Yeah, once they find me, yes.
Like you have it written all over your social media or somewhere?
Once you go to my Instagram is Didi Nwala. I haven't changed to Didi Awachie yet, so it's Didi Nwala.
You're telling us what to say.
Well, it's still there because I wanted to transition a bit because I blew with my surname, my father's name. I became popular with my surname. So if once you just get there, go to my bio. It has everything about me, my one-on-one coaching, everything.
Okay, more of like a link tree.
Link tree,
All right, that's cool. So, this you have been saying since, I've been trying to wrap my head around the idea of personal branding. Because it's something that I've been trying to see if I can, or how I can maybe convince people around me, not pushing it as a message because I believe everybody will figure it out later. And again, some people strongly believe in it, like it's their own core message, to get people to do personal branding. Do you understand? But for me, no, I have my own message that I prefer to preach. So, for most of the things you've been saying since, it's been around personal branding, personality. Like people need to like you, people need to know you, in your industry, right? People need to like you and all of that. That means if people don't like you much, they might not decide to work with you or join your team, right? So what will you say to somebody who's trying to do personal branding, and how do you get your own personal brand, to the level you are at right now?
Okay, the first thing I teach people who are joining the team. So you see people who say things like, oh, my friends already know me as this, that. Or you hear people say things like, oh, my friends don't take me serious. Or the kind of friends I have are like very unserious people. I have people that say things like that to me. So one of the things I tell people is that's the beautiful thing about meeting new people because they don't know you. They don't know your past. So I could be telling, let's say I used to be a very unserious sibling. If you just tell me one thing, I'm just laughing and joking about everything. So when I'm telling you about business, if I just tell you, you might just laugh at me, look at this, I beg, and then laugh. And the whole thing dies there. Good. So what I tell people is because of how networking is, it gives you a chance to, when you meet a new person, the person doesn't know your background. I could meet you right now and then you're like, oh my God, you're so serious. Oh my God, you're so, everything you put your mind to. But you go and talk to my siblings, they're like, this one, I beg, this one is serious. Hey, we are hearing it for the first time. Do you understand? So networking just gives you that opportunity to meet new people and, the last set of people you knew, know you as a Yahoo, everything you do, you scam people and everything. So meeting new people gives you the opportunity to now, have a clean slate, let them now know you as who you want to be known for and everything. So we try to teach you and build you around that. So we've had people I have people that one of my teammates that is now really doing well. Used to be a taxi driver. So people around him know if he's trying to say, oh, I have a new business, come and join me. People look at him like, is it not this taxi driver that we know? So him getting into it and then we're teaching him and everything. So he's meeting new people who had no idea he used to be a taxi driver. Yes. So
now when it comes to the area of personal branding, like I am saying, some people will feel like, okay, I don't want to put my face out there. Some people also feel, okay, I don't know how to talk very well. I'm not fluent. Or some people will say, okay, I'm not comfortable on camera. Okay, so many excuses you keep hearing every single time. Like I talk to some people and I'll be like, maybe some politicians also. I'll say, sir, you need to be doing personal branding. All right. Like few years back when we keep telling people about social media and personal brand, a lot of people don't take it serious. They don't care about it.
But now it's like the big
but now it's like the business card of today. So before people hand out business card, but now they say, let me see your socials.
True.
Right?
True.
And again, some people fancy what their great mentors are doing, like Tony Elumelu, what he's doing online, and the likes of maybe Elon Musk, international people, and all of that. So when they see somebody like Tony Elumelu doing personal brand, they will not look, oh, this is somebody I look up to and all of that. He's doing this.
Yes.
And why am I not doing this? Okay. And you are trying to get to, you say that is your mentor and see what your mentor is doing and you're not doing it, you know. Or if you look at politicians and all of that also, you can see them actively pushing their personal brand, while the politicians who are not well known, but they are up there also, they keep saying, oh, it's not for me, and all of that. So what will you say to people who feel they're camera shy, or they feel that they don't like their voice? Somebody have actually told me, I don't like my voice.
Yes.
I
don't like listening to myself. Like,
oh, you too?
It would be difficult to watch this.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Why?
But I will. I will. I have
to. Because I like watching myself.
Okay.
I love watching myself a lot. Like, I would prefer sometime I can just sit down and just make a video of myself.
Yes.
And just say whatever I want to say and start laughing. You know, watch it, maybe delete it and all of that. I like watching myself. Maybe it's one of the ways I get comfortable on camera. It's one of the ways where I get to improve the way I speak and all of that.
Of course,
it's one of the ways that I just get to entertain myself sometimes. You understand? By enjoying myself, just watching me and all of that. But a lot of people don't, just like you just mentioned right now. Okay. Maybe it's also tied to something similar. Like when I was growing up, my surname is Abogonye. So I'll be looking at my surname like it's too long. Some people's surname is short.
So what did you shorten it to Abo?
Yeah, no, some people's surname is short and all of that. Okay. And I'll be like, oh, my surname is not so cool. It's not so cool and all of that. I used to think that. But one day I just told myself that the second you start liking this, everybody will like it. And that's what happened. The moment I start liking it, besides, if somebody meets me, they will not call me Francis. They'll call me Abogonye. They just start calling me Abogonye. That's how they prefer it and all of that. So the name start sounding fine in my ear. So the moment I feel in that liking your voice, liking your face and all of that kind of thing is the moment you just tell yourself that, oh, I like this thing, or I'm enjoying it, just do a little bit of self-deceit, deceive yourself a little bit that I like this thing. Before you know, you start liking it and other people start liking it also, you know, and you start getting comfortable. So that's what I think, you know, because in your own industry now, if somebody don't do personal brand, can they actually succeed? Can they actually do well?
Yes, actually they can.
Yeah.
But there's a limit to like how far you will go.
Okay.
Because I mean, there's just a limit to how far you go. But if you're just starting out, of course, you don't need to be out there yet. Yeah. I think my personal advice to people like that is everything surrounding becoming successful is the major thing is that most of them are not like easy things to do. That's the truth. One of the things I tell people, you see people that come into network marketing or any business at all, they're like, oh no, I don't really like this. I'm not doing it because I like it. Yeah. Even up to this moment, there are things I'm still doing that I do not like. Yeah. We're doing it because we have to get somewhere. So you have to, first of all, do the uncomfortable things before you get ahead. Exactly. So if you're not ready to do the uncomfortable things, then go back to your room, lock yourself up, and then die there if you want to die there. And also the business that I do, I mean, I have to do a lot of presentations. My first set of presentations were like nonsense. Come on stage it's as if just shoot me, please, let me just die. Do you get bored? Like I kept on doing, like I said earlier, you're doing the uncomfortable things because you know where you're going to. Yeah, you just took me back memory lane just now. Well, go ahead. So the thing around branding, if getting your message in front of people is what will get you the eventual result that you want, then do it. Even if you have to start really small, you know, start in your own small room, just keep on getting your message out there. Just keep on doing it. Before you know it, one day you're so used to it. In fact, my mentor hates, he used to, not now. I mean, he's so used to it. Before, if you're doing a video and he's around, he would just like shy away from you. I mean, he's someone that is making so much money. But it got to a point where he saw that, okay, I can't continue hiding. Now he's even the one bringing out his phone. Oh, come and join me, you know. So when you keep doing it, you just find out that, okay, it's not even as bad as I thought. So if you're someone who's doing a business that you need to brand yourself, your business is around you, people need to see your face. Just remind yourself that, see, we're not doing the things we're doing now because it's sweet to us. We love it and everything. Just continue doing it. Just learn from people who are doing it. Just one day, you just see yourself. You just see yourself doing it without anybody's help. Editing your video, like doing everything. Things that you didn't expect that you were doing before. Yes. When you just mentioned that area of presentation, I was laughing because one of my first
public presentation when we were doing Bitcoin stuff, cryptocurrency way back and all of that. So we go on enlightening people, doing some awareness campaign, doing events and all of that, selling some cryptocurrency and all of that. Maybe we should buy cheap and sell high, that kind of thing and all. So one of the presentations I did publicly first, there were elderly people sitting and all of that. And I just had to talk a lot about Bitcoin and all. And I knew a lot about Bitcoin. But the moment I got on stage, I froze.
You lost it.
Yeah, I lost everything and all of that. There was presentation slide. I couldn't use anything. I was just standing there. Before you know it, I was talking blah, blah, blah. I didn't even know what I was saying. I was saying rubbish. That's what I think I was saying. Before you know, I fold my hand. So the moment I fold my hand, my guy behind the scene said, oh God, he's done. because the thing there was, the moment you fold your hand like this, what do you want to say again? That means you don't have anything to say. You're done. You're even stammering right now. You're shaking right now. You want to do like this. That means you're done. So I was not like, okay.
Somebody had to come and take over.
I just did signal my partner, come. So he came. He was bold and all. So he started talking and all of that. So that passed. And I went to improve myself in terms of how I communicate and all. That made me start doing more videos. I started doing videos and all of that. And even as I got into making videos, being on camera and all of that, because I was trying to pull myself from behind the scene to the front of the camera and all of that, front of the eye of the public. Right now I can pick up a mic, talk to any crowd I want to. Okay, I'm free and all of that. I've even gotten to the space where I don't even want to script anything. I want to talk without scripting and all of that. That is how I want to train myself going forward. I don't want to prepare anything. Just tell me what you want me to say and I start saying it. I can make an advert video instantly. I make advert script in my agency there. Like, you just tell me what we're doing and I start making the script there. I just say it. And they say, wait, say it again. Let's write it. I said, I can't say it again. I didn't script it. I'm not prepared. That kind of thing. And also, I believe if you keep putting yourself in those uncomfortable situations,
you get better.
You get better and all of that. But a lot of people don't they don't see themselves doing that. Okay. And how I used to say it is, if you more of like have a blessing you can point to. Like me, I can point to that as reference, that there was a time where I couldn't do presentation and now I can. Exactly. That's like a blessing for me. I can count my blessing now. One. So if I want to go for something else like that, I'll be like, I've done something that is difficult before. I can do it again. One. So if you don't give yourself one trial and pass a test, you will not have anyone to reference.
Exactly.
So that's what I think also in the personal branding stuff. So okay. So moving forward, let's talk about your point of view in family, religion, relationship, and all of that. What's your own point of view?
Okay.
What's your thoughts like
around?
Yeah. What's your thoughts around it?
Okay, for family, I mean, I just started building my own family, so you
had
okay before
you had a family before, you have a new one, so it's just a continuation.
Well, the family I have, I mean, we're quite close in my family, like very, very close. Like we're a family where one person is doing something, everybody knows. Do you get? So even now that I'm married, like sometimes I try to be careful because you know that you just can't be bringing your stuff out there anymore. I'm the kind of person that, once something's happening, go to my mother, this one is happening, blah, 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 blah. But like right now that I'm married, you have to be a bit more careful because now you're building like a new family and all that. I think with family, for me, the watchwords for me when it concerns family would be like loyalty. Do you understand? Like you're loyal to your person, you're loyal to your home, you're loyal to your family and all that. So for me, I think the watchword, not words, for me is just like loyalty and everything. Yes, I think that's my point of view.
Okay. How about religion?
Religion, I'm a Catholic. I'm a Christian, Catholic. And for me, I think people should just do them. I'm open-minded. For example, when I traveled to Maldives, no, it wasn't Maldives, it was Mauritius. They are like their religion is mostly Hindu and Buddhist. They're Buddhist there and everything. So when we got to their Hindu temple, I was very open-minded when they came in. My sister was just forming, oh no, I don't want to, no, don't let them rub this on me. I'm like, I was very open-minded. Like, they're showing us, that this one, they said this is Queen Shiva or Queen this one. When you pray to this particular whatever, it's going to give you money. Me, I went there, I just worded 1 or 2 prayers. I'm a strong Christian, and everything, but I'm very open-minded. And somehow I just believe that all of us are serving the same God. This is my own personal belief. And I believe that all of us are serving God, but like with our own culture, our own, in our own way. Even within Christianity, you still see, I mean, why do we have Catholics and we have, you know, other these things and all that? You get, so all of us are serving the same God, but like using these different ways. So I don't judge really. Sometimes I may be having conversations with somebody and the person's like, why would, except something is outrightly wrong in Christianity, or maybe a pastor is just preaching something like telling people to eat grass. That one, I don't believe in that one. But if you just maybe around like how they are deciding to serve God, or why are they using what's it called now? Are they serving idols? Why do they have all these things in the church and all that? What's your business? Serve God the way that you know how to serve God. This is my own personal view on Christianity, on religion. Just allow people do them. Do you get? And then the kind of business I do now, it's funny. I mean, I have 80% of my team now, and they're all Northerners. 50% of them are Muslims.
Really?
I'm telling you, like 50% of what people I make money from are Muslims. So imagine I'm the kind of person that I'm too, if you're not a Christian, you're not a this one. I don't care, because what's bringing all of us together? This is a space where nobody thinks about your skin color, your whatever. What we're thinking about is, you know, financial freedom. So for me, allow people do them however you decide to, because it's all that stringent rule that makes people say, you know what, I'm not serving God again. I beg, I'm on my own. Allow people to serve God the way that they prefer to. There are people that don't go to church, but they probably have a better relationship with God than even you, that you're there shouting and breaking chairs and everything. So that's my own personal take.
Yeah, that's also similar to what I think as well, because some people tend to take religion too serious and all of that.
If you're taking religion too serious, I'll not judge you.
It's fine.
It's okay
good.
If that's how you feel so connected to God. But don't judge me because I'm not breaking chairs in church.
Or you're not doing the way they want you to do.
Do you understand? Exactly.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, that's cool. How about fitness?
Okay, for fitness, I'm one that just listens to my body. The moment I start seeing that, I didn't know that I had fat in me growing up. I used to be that kind of person that, if wind is blowing, be looking for me. Please save that girl before the wind will blow her away. I used to be very skinny, like very skinny. But as soon as I just got married,
you can have a picture of that and maybe put it on this area.
No, Hala, I'll give it to you. I used to be very, very skinny. That, I mean, when I got married, next day, I swear, like as soon as I just got married, I started putting on a lot of weight. My husband started putting on weight and everything. So right now, what I do, because I don't want to put on a lot of weight. I love the way that I am right now compared to how I was, because how I was before, no bum, no breast, nothing. But now, like I like how I'm looking, but I just want to be sure that I'm not putting on too much fat, my tummy and everything. So what I do is, once I see that I'm putting on a lot of weight there, I just start hitting the gym. But I'm not like a crazy gym person. No, I'm not like that. And I start watching what I'm eating, taking less sugar and all that.
No, okay. So if we go to the area of, which is similar to this area of growth in general, your health, your wealth, your relationship, both relationship with yourself and relationship with others. Because there's something that I get to also get to understand. Because we don't know it all, we keep learning every day. And there's something I get to understand about even myself as well, where I get to talk about relationship with me. What am I bringing to the table in terms of myself? Like, how am I? Am I a good partner? Am I a good friend? Am I a good brother? Am I a good whatever? Okay. What am I bringing the best of me? Okay. And also, am I bringing the best of me to me?
Yes.
You understand? Because if I am not okay, I can't bring the best of me anywhere else.
Yes.
So how is more of like growth in your health, wealth, and relationship with others and yourself also?
Okay, I'd like to say that this is like where I think my mom did a very fantastic job. Like, my mom is one person that she's really after personal development. You look at her shelf, you see a lot of motivational books, you see The Secret. My introduction to The Secret was even through my mom.
Oh, really?
Yes. The first book that I actually quite read from beginning till the end. Other books you just flip through, but the one I quite, read from beginning to the end was the one my mom bought for me, which was Reinventing Yourself by I think it's Steve Chandler or so. I had to later buy it for my teammates now, just to teach them that, see, you can be whoever it is that you decide to be. So you see people say things like, this is how I am, just to use it to. I understand that mindset, because that used to be my mindset.
No, I don't like that, because even today, I was talking to somebody and the person mentioned that same word. That's how I am. And I don't actually like that word. That's how I am.
People use that, to get away from things that they need to do.
It doesn't mean that you can't be something else or somebody else. It doesn't mean that you're doing something that is not needed as of now, and you should keep doing it because
Exactly.
that's how you think you are and all of
Exactly.
that. I think
so when I read that book just showed how, you know, it can be literally anybody. You see president of a country, they are on the podium and they're talking, they're all serious and everything, but once they see a child, they're like, oh my God, you're looking so cute, like you become a different person. So it means that at every point, at every situation, you can be whoever. You can decide when they put you as a, maybe give you a political seat or something, you see that you're a different person. People stop seeing the whole playful blah, 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 but you get into that whole seriousness. So just people need to learn that you can be whoever. So around, you know, development, growth and everything. That's why I said I think my mom did a very good job with that. But like my mom could say, oh, you have a problem in this area, go and read about communication. Read about communication so you can improve on your communication. So she started giving you this person, what's his name? I think Larry King or so. I know he wrote a book on public speaking also. So my mom, even up till now, sometimes I'm presenting, my mom would say things like, oh, you were speaking so fast, try and take your time so that people can be hearing the word. So personal development is like key to my mom. Do you understand? So I think I also picked that. So once I have this thing where if I think that I'm having a particular challenge, I go to Google. Okay, so how do I handle this? You know, how do you do this? How do you do this? So there are books everywhere. There are videos. There are so many things everywhere. Materials everywhere. And then another thing I try to do as well, because I mean, unfortunately, we have more conversations with ourselves than we have with other people. This may be the only conversation I may have today. Or maybe one more outing and then that's it. And then guess who I'm going to have more conversations with? With myself. So how am I able to also deal with the voice in my head that sometimes you may tell me, oh, you can do it, you can make it happen. But there's a deeper voice in my head that keeps telling me, oh, forget it, look at you, look at what you think can make it happen. So what I do a lot is I have a lot, if you go through my phone, more than, okay, maybe not more than music, but a lot of what I have is motivationals. I have affirmations as well. You know, all those affirmations that like, you just keep, I have affirmations around money. That just be blasting into your head. I'm a good steward of money. I'm a good steward of money. I'm a good this of money. I'm a good that of money. You know, I attract money making opportunities. And then health as well. I have one around wealth. I have one around just general well-being. These are things that keep me centered and all that. So I'm one that doesn't joke with growth, even before I got into network marketing.
Growth is very, very important. And that's why I like categorizing them in growth in all areas. Because somebody would be like, why can't you have it all? Why can't you have the full abundance? Why are you trying to get abundance in one direction? Why not everywhere? You know, because some people will just be like, okay, when I become financially stable, that's when I'll do this. And by that time, maybe some of them they've lost their health. You know, that thing about
trying to find a balance.
Whereby some people, they are now wealthy, they are not financially good, but now they've lost health, so they can't enjoy it anymore.
They will not carry all the money they need to put into health.
Maintaining their health and all of that. So why can't you just go for all? Why can't you have it all? Because you say abundance. So why is abundance not like?
Why is it just for one
why just
sector?
For one area? Why not for everywhere? Because I was listening to a podcast where Luke Berman is a guy in the US was talking about how he does biohacking and how he focuses more on himself because it's himself is what is needed to grow his business and all of that. And he keeps seeing it like if he focus more on himself, he can more of like bring his A game wherever, in every area of his life, whether it is friends, his relationship with friends, his relationship with God, family, business partners. He can get everything. He can get abundance everywhere once he focuses on himself and all of that. So that is his own strategy in terms of getting abundance in every area of his life, basically.
And maybe even add like being very conscious about the kind of people you let into your space. For me, that has always been very important for me. Because the type of people you have in your space, even the kind of person you marry, like the kind of person I'm married to. My husband, that sometimes you even be doing, I'm like, please be calming down. Tell you, oh no, you should do this. You know, people, you project yourself a certain way. People need to see you as this. This is who I'm seeing. So people need to see that person. So I'm surrounded by people that constantly call me back to, you know, oh, you know, no, Didi, you're living below potential. You're not doing the right thing. So if you surround yourself, you know, with people that are like that, you see that you'll be achieving more. But if you're surrounded by people that are always telling you, take your time, you're working too hard, relax, you see you'll be having more problems.
So the kind of people you surround yourself with is very, very important also
very important
for your growth.
For me, very important. So I believe it's for everybody as well.
It is for growth. People you surround yourself with because you're how do they call it? The sum of the 5 persons you surround yourself with, right? So it's very, very important as well. So now let's go on to point of view for mentors and mentorships. Do you have mentors? You mentioned you have a mentor?
Yes, yeah. I have mentors.
You have mentors?
Yes.
I used to say I have physical mentor, I have spiritual mentor, I have digital mentor. I have mentors that don't know that they're my mentors.
Exactly.
Yeah, and all of that. So what's your point of view on mentors and mentorship?
Okay, I think it's important that you have mentors, even if it's not people that you're directly interacting with, but people that you're looking up to. You're watching their lifestyle, how they're doing especially if it's in line with like maybe where you're going to. Do you understand? For example, when I was in media, like one person I was always watching, listening to was Oprah Winfrey.
Who's that? Okay, Oprah.
Oprah Winfrey, yes. Okay. So I don't know her. We've never seen, probably we'll never even see till the day she dies and I die. But like she has had so much impact on me.
Yes.
And I'm sure if I had gone ahead with media, she would have been like one person, I'll be calling her name and everything. So when I got into network marketing space, people are my mentors through books, people are my mentors through their videos, but I have direct mentors as well, because the honest truth is it gets really overwhelming. No matter, you may think today you have it all figured out and then one problem just comes, oh my God, what's happening? Like life is like, crumbling before you and everything. So I have people that wants to get like that to me. I just go to them like, this is what I'm facing, this is what I'm facing and everything. And luckily for me, I have people that are quite balanced in a lot of areas. So you may say things like, oh, I have people for my spiritual life. I have people for this. I have like the people that I have, I can meet them for everything. I can meet them when I'm having spiritual, whatever, or maybe for relationship, I try to be very careful because not everybody that can interact with when it concerns relationship, because somebody can be fantastic with business, but their relationship life is like zero. So it's very important. I could not have gotten this far if I did not have people that constantly tell me, because the job of a mentor is I've made mistakes. So you don't have to make these similar mistakes as well. For me, that's just who a mentor is. Helping you like get ahead faster. Something that would have taken you 10 years. Why do you have to do it 10 years? When somebody has already done it. Already. And the person can say, do you understand? The person say, no, this one would take you longer. No, do it this way. And before you know what took them 10 years, you end up doing it 2 years. So mentorship is key for me.
Like I also used to say something about where I'll be like, if somebody can literally forget all they know, that's why you go to some concentration camp, they'll say, forget everything you know, you're going to learn everything new here. So certain times, if somebody can forget everything they know and they can get ahead of the curve faster because your mentor is telling you this, because I've seen a situation whereby some of us or some people will also get to mentor, can get to be stubborn sometimes. They want to do it their own way. And not like they are disobedient or so, but they just want to quickly try their own way. They are thinking, oh, this will be better. Just for them to realize that, oh, no. It is the way the mentor was saying they're supposed to do it. So you can literally just follow the way your mentor will tell you to do certain things. You can get ahead faster. Okay, and all of that. Though, in terms of mentorship, just like you say, also the person, like for me, the person don't necessarily have to be somebody you're connected to, or all of that. You just need to see other people's experiences they've gone through and how you can learn from the thing that worked for them, not the one that didn't work, instead of trying to figure it out your own self and all of that. Even before we got on set and all of that, I was just telling you that I got an email from Andrew Tate where he was just saying people like Mike Tyson, who wants to be the world heavyweight champion, had a coach, of course, had a guide, had a mentor and all of that. Then you or other people who are just saying, oh, I can figure things out on my own and all of that. You don't have a mentor and all of that. How can you become a champion if somebody or all the people out there that are champions do have people guide them, towards getting there and all of that? That means you are most likely not going to achieve that goal, because how do you know how to train better? How do you know how to face
who's correcting you
and all of that, So that's why we have coaches and all of that. And right now in Nigeria, I see a lot of people offering mentorship out there for different things. That's why the rise of digital products are increasing. Like you said, you have a digital course to help guide somebody for, networking and all of that, overcoming fear of talking to people in public spaces and all of that. As well as so many other people have things that can help, And for me also, I start seeing that instead of me going to learn or research or find something out myself, I'll just go and look for somebody that sells a course or that offers a guidance or offers a consultation call for something, and just maybe if they want, maybe you can pay for their time and all of that, pay and just get to hear them talk and all of that, or find a way to get their attention. You know, even if you can't pay them, because there are some people that maybe they are
1 hour is like
a
lot of money.
Yeah, it's a lot. Is a lot, and maybe they have masterminds. And if you want to really hear them talk, or you want to get their attention more, you need to be part of their masterminds and all of that. Which it could take a lot to get into. Maybe you have to have some certain level of achievements also to get to their mastermind and all of that. Which there are other ways to still get those people's attention. It's just like Alex Omozi said something that he was trying to get an Schwarzenegger to forward his book or something like that, but he couldn't. Every time he keep reaching out, he keep getting, okay, he's busy and all of that from his team and his managers and all of that. But what he now went ahead to do is to donate to Ernest Schwarzenegger's charity. So that got Ernest Schwarzenegger's attention, and they start talking and all of that. So you can find a way to still get these mentors, which the people that you can't easily get their attention, maybe you can find a way to pull them in. All right, and all of that. It's just like some people get to do things like this, maybe like podcasts and all. You know, they do it very well, and they, you know, amass huge following and impact. They get to share a lot of good messages out there, and some of the mentors they look up to also can see that, and they can also bring those mentors to their show or their podcast and whatever. And before you know, the mentor is talking to them, and they are close. They start talking and all of that. You know, so me, I strongly believe in mentorship, because it's one of the ways that you can navigate through tough times, and you know, just get clarity and guidance and all of that.
I think the major word there itself is clarity.
So it makes it easy for somebody to grow. Okay, I'll just tell somebody like I mentor a lot of people. Like my YouTube channel is centered around just helping people build an online business and all of that. So, and it has a lot to do with mentorship, especially when I'm talking to people one-on-one, when I'm maybe having a private Zoom class, or just hearing somebody talk and all of that. You get to guide them a lot. And so many times you keep seeing them doing the wrong thing. Even if it is in front of them, like you see simple things in front of them, keep doing the wrong thing. So I'll be like, just forget everything. Just don't do yours. Just do as I'm telling you. Do it like this, like this, like this, like this. When you are done, you can, when you are done, you've gotten the result you want to get. You've seen the result. Now you start your thing, you are now getting results, Now you can start getting creative. Start getting creative and do your own thing.
At the beginning, you don't know anything that you're trying to be creative.
Exactly. So that happens a lot. That happens a lot.
Me, sometimes if I just try and then the person is just really adamant, I allow you to make the mistake, because I believe that sometimes people learn better from their own mistakes, not even from other people's mistakes. So you see somebody that comes back to you, boss, I know you told me not to do this, and I did it. So they are now the ones advising themselves. So anything you say from that moment, they'll listen to you. So sometimes we're just really protecting people, protecting. Allow the person sometimes. When you go and hit that rock, you'll come back and say, okay, I'm sorry.
I should have done it the way you were telling me to.
But guess what? If you keep on holding, both of you end up fighting. Just allow the person. When they make the mistake, they'll come back.
So now, if people want to reach out to you for mentorship, is it that you're open for that and all of that?
Of course, I mean, the business that I do, I'm either mentoring people in my own business. I mean, you join my business, I work with you. Okay. And then I work with you. Or I have one-on-one. I just started this like last month, one-on-one coaching where you can, buy my time, like maybe 30 minutes, 1 hour, and I coach you based on that. Yes. I just started that like last month. So, but that could be like around business in general, just helping you like get you out of that fear. I may not be able to know how to get into fashion, for example, but I can be able to like help you put you in that state of mind, help you deal with your fear and everything. To just help you start and everything.
Yeah, that's cool. I remember in 2019, that's when I started doing one-on-one. I was offering it though. Though I used to get a lot of people signing up, just paying for the time, and I'll be laughing. I'll be like, this thing these people are actually paying me for is what I used to tell my people around me for free.
Exactly.
I'll just be laughing around it.
And they would play with it. But when they pay for it, that's when they're more serious.
People pay for it are more serious and all of that. And they get to get their results, because you pay for a session for maybe 30 minutes or an hour, and I'm just there enjoying myself, talking to you, and I just want to keep talking to you for the next 2 hours, and I'll call you the next day and ask you, so are you doing the thing now and all of that? I keep doing follow-ups and all of that, because I enjoy it though. I enjoy guiding people. I enjoy teaching.
And then seeing them grow.
I enjoy seeing them get results and all of that. And I'll be like, I like what they are doing. It's just like on YouTube also, like there are some people who used to look up to me on YouTube before I even stopped doing content as much on YouTube. Like some people, I inspired some people to actually start theirs.
Yeah, on
so they also
YouTube
do
as
similar thing and all of that. Some of them have grown higher than me, way higher. You know, when I got to like 10,000 subscribers or so, I just slowed down a bit because I had to start doing other businesses and all. So when I came to check some of them, or I followed up on some of them and all, I could see that they are way higher and all. I was like, oh, they did a good job. You know, these are people who were looking up to me and they were like trying to say, okay, how can I do this? How can I do that? And all. And today they are doing very well. And all. So there's this joy that fills your heart or your mind when you see people who were
followed your steps,
or you inspired and all of that, and they're doing great and all. So you feel good also. And it also circles around something I keep saying recently, where I say, if you understand the power of giving, you will kind of like see that if you know the power of it, you see that it is, you benefit more than the other person. Because you're the one getting that feedback loop, that excitement. You are happy seeing somebody grow and all. So as such, you want to do more or give more. And all, because you know,
learn more.
Yeah, and learn more.
So
also.
it's even for you. Yes.
Yeah, so it's for you at the end of the day when you put out things of value to help people out there, you know. Okay.
True.
So who will you say your message speak directly to? Like the message, your mission. Who will you say you speak directly to? And who will you want to speak more to? Like directly, who will you speak to more?
Okay, I think my message is just for every single person who's just looking to improve on their lifestyle. Like every single person, no matter your age, no matter your religion or whatever. Like everybody who's just looking to improve on the quality of your lifestyle. It's for everybody, yes.
Okay.
So if you have,
I think you mentioned that earlier.
And then also, like I said earlier, one of the things I'm trying to get into outside of what I'm doing, which is still for me, like an offshoot, because I'm already doing like a lot of mentorship. I want to also reach out to people who may not even be doing the business that I do, like be in my space. I want to be able to help people as well. I mean, I know that there were a lot of demons I had to battle in trying to get into entrepreneurship, like you know, the voices, the negativity, the fears and all that. So I mean, if I can help someone conquer that, and tomorrow it will shock you that most people would have really gotten ahead. Like they have fantastic ideas. If they share their ideas with you, like you'd be mind blown, like why is it not out yet? And what is keeping them? The fear. So if there was someone who could just help them just tackle that demon, and then you see that message is out or that idea or product is out, they'll be doing better. So that's one of the reasons why I even started the whole one-on-one coaching, so I could just help people like that. Sometimes I mean, I have a lot of free trainings. My YouTube is filled with like lots and lots of trainings and everything.
Okay. So you actually got into YouTube also because of you want to teach people out there? Well,
because I was already doing a lot of trainings. The business that I do, you have to train the people as they come in. So I was already doing a lot of trainings. I said, okay, why not put them on YouTube where it's more accessible? Because sometimes we found out that we're doing a lot of trainings and we're losing them. Sometimes you train somebody on maybe prospecting, for example. You have to do the training again and again. We're like, no, why don't you do it one time? So that was where we started YouTube. And my YouTube has actually quite grown and it's quite solid.
So new people can just watch that.
Just go there, watch it.
Okay. Something I like asking, which is very, very important, is in terms of motivation. Like, because sometimes we might be demotivated and all of that. And though it's different for everybody, but I just want to know your own point of view. How do you stay motivated, basically?
Okay, two things I'm going to say around this. For me, I get overwhelmed easily. Especially when I work hard, back to back and everything, I could just get overwhelmed. And sometimes if I don't get result as a result of all those activity and everything, so it can get really demoralizing and you're thinking, was it even worth it in the beginning and all that? So one of the things I try to do is I take breaks intermittently. Do you understand? So for example, in between, I could just say, you know what, today I'm just going to rest today. So instead of waiting till my body is breaking down, like I'm really tired mentally, I know when you're mentally stressed out and everything, you can't process things correctly. So you're just there. Instead of it to just tell yourself, oh, it's one of those things and move on. But because you're stressed out, so you're processing it in a very different way. Do you understand? So what I do is intermittently, I just try to rest. So once I listen to my body a lot, I listen to my mind a lot. Once I'm feeling overwhelmed.
I actually said that, like you listen to your body a lot.
No, I don't joke in my body. The moment my body starts feeling like it wants to, that's why I don't get sick a lot. I can get tired, but I don't get sick. That's why I could, when I get sick, like I break down, and that's my body accumulating things. So what I do is in between, I take breaks. And this is one of the things I also teach my teammates. Try, and nobody's saying you should not rest. I don't take I don't take breaks, but I rest.
Yeah.
I rest. Taking breaks can mean you going off for a while mentally. Yeah. I don't do that because the kind of business I do, you can lose a prospect or lose somebody who just needed your help. But I rest. I can say, you know what, today I'm not doing anything. Yeah. I'll still chat with people, maybe answer their questions and everything, but I'm not going out today. I'm not meeting people because the business I do, you're meeting people, you're dealing with their issues. People that don't care about your own issue. They just come and just pour their whole issue on you. And I know that is negative energy as well. So you're dealing with so many negative energy. And then by the time you get back, so sometimes it's important for me that I take, breaks rests, not breaks, rest, like rest my body and everything. So other things I also do to help me just stay motivated is, like I said before, have mentors. Yeah. Very important that you're also free with. And then I also want to advise mentors. Don't be the kind of person that you're more concerned about the money you're going to make and not really helping people. Yeah. I'm going to say this and I hope this lady really hears me. Okay. So I once paid for therapy. Yeah. And then the lady was just all about, it was just more aspire to acquire. Okay. I'm having issues. You're just telling me read about personality. I've finished I've read about it. You're still, whenever we come back, we're reviewing the personality test. I'm like, please, this is the issue I have. Can we just really deal with the issue and everything? Yeah. Do you understand? So I feel like she was just elongating the whole thing so that every hour we're just, she kept on getting her money kept on getting her money and everything. So I feel like people should, now I'm speaking to mentors, therapists, counselors and everything. Yeah. Please be more concerned about, because that's what I do. If you're going to pay me for my time, I'm going to be more concerned. Even if I have to give you an extra 1 hour to the 1 hour you paid, let it be that by the time I'm done with you, you feel better. There's results. Yeah. Do you get? When people are money minded, you will know when they're talking. Of course. Everything is just aspire to acquire. When you're done with them, you'll be feeling, oh yes. But when you go back to your house, you're like, wait, this thing did not make sense. Like, this person didn't really speak to my soul. The person didn't quite speak to me. Yeah. I haven't gotten better. I haven't seen any result. Do you get? So make sure that the kind of people you have in your life are people that you're free with, people that you can tell anything, people that are interested in your growth, people that beyond, okay, the money I'm going to make off you. Yeah. I really want this person to become better. Yeah. If you're surrounded by people like that and you can talk to them, trust me, you always feel motivated. So sometimes when I feel demotivated, I just meet people like that. Even my own husband, sometimes I'm like, I'm really feeling overwhelmed, like this is how I'm feeling, everything. Yeah. Sometimes you could say things like, oh, remind yourself how you were able to deal with this sort of situation before. Yeah. Remind yourself, like, the Didi that dealt with this is still this same Didi. So why are you having an issue here? Yeah, so you need people just keep reminding you of like what you're made of and all that. Yeah. So like I said, stay motivated. Just like what I said earlier, I said when you have pointers, you have things to reference. Yes, you said that. Before, yes. So it helps and also. People that are reminding you, because sometimes we forget. Yes. Sometimes you forget that was it not you that this thing you're talking about now? Oh, you talked, maybe you're having a breakup. Yeah. You remind yourself that wait, it's not like a giant in this industry that is having this small breakup and you cannot even handle this situation. Yes. Please get out of it. Do you understand? So you need people that are just reminding you of who you are. Yes. Yeah. So these are things that help me. Then of course, the personal development we talked about, reading and listening to things, listening to affirmations and all that. Yeah. Okay, that's good. That's good actually. In terms of staying motivated and all of that, the sometimes like some people will be like, even if you listen to all the motivational things and all, and you don't take action, which nothing happens. It's still useless. Yes. Which in essence, and that's why you need to build discipline. Everybody needs to find themselves in terms of what keeps them motivated, what works for them, because different things work for different people. Exactly. You understand? Like there was one day I was leaving the office and I was heading home, and on that day a lot just happened. So many things were happening at the same time, more like chaos happening at the same time. And also as I was heading home, I was driving, and the next thing is I start turning back to go to the gym. I just start going to the gym straight. I say I can't go home like this. The way I am, I can't go home like this. I have to go to the gym. You understand? So I just went and started lifting weights and all of that. I'm playing loud music and running and running on the treadmill, lifting weights and all of that. That is what I want. That's what I feel can keep me sane at that moment. For some people, no, it doesn't work for them. Some people want to go and do something else. You understand? Just find that thing that just helps you to stay centered. Yeah, the one that helps you stay motivated, stay sane, and when I feel a lot overwhelmed, I try to sleep. Yeah. So when I sleep, it's not like I'm running from the problem, but because I feel like I'm trying to process so many things at the same time.
Yeah.
At the same time, I mean, so by the time I wake up in the morning, I'm like, okay, this thing I gave so much energy wasn't even worth it. So you're processing things better.
Yeah, it's true.
So many people have different ways of doing. Maybe you just find somebody, talk to the person, and you feel better.
Yeah.
Whatever it is that works for you, then.
Yeah. Even everybody gets this thing where they want to vent sometimes. So you talk to somebody and vent on them and all of that. Then if they are good reminders, they can remind you of who you are, what you've done before and all of that.
For my mom, is shopping. Okay. Once my mom just comes back and you start seeing new things. You
Why is shopping that for so many
I don't
ladies?
know, but that's it for my mom. But no, it doesn't work for me. It doesn't work for me. But if I get new stuff, it will make me happy.
Yeah.
But it's not my getaway. No.
Well, many ladies, I don't know why, they're on the shopping straight when they start feeling around.
If that's what works for the person and they have the money, let them shop and feel better. But also make sure you're not running from the issue. So sometimes you could also need to like have conversations with yourself. Like this thing that because if you run from it, it will either repeat itself. Because sometimes when you're having these situations or chaos or whatever, sometimes it's just life trying to call your attention to something.
Yeah.
It may just be life saying, okay, there's something, you have triggers, there's something you need to bring your mind to.
Yes.
So deal with this. Where is it coming from? Blah, blah, blah. When I started paying attention to things like this, that was when I discovered that, okay, there were things about growing up that really dealt with me that I started like seeing them. I started seeing the aftermath, like maybe even in my marriage, started seeing the aftermath, like even now that I'm an adult. I'm like, okay. So when I started paying attention, I'm like, okay, so this is where it's from. Yeah. This is where it's from. So when you recognize it, so you recognize your triggers as well. Maybe you can start when you are aware, because the main thing, number one, is awareness. Okay, this is where it's coming from. Yeah. You can start working on that part of you as well. Yeah. So
when you're saying that, it reminds me of, because I was even saying it, that some of the things that, because all this we're doing and all of that we're talking about motivation and all is because we're on a path. You understand what your journey is all about, and the journey is going to come with trials and challenges and all of that. So you need to overcome them and all. So as you're talking about the childhood thing and all of that, a lot of us, so many people, even people I've interacted with, a lot of people in my circle also, I will see that some of the things that tend to hinder them, especially in their growth process or in their journey, is usually limiting beliefs from where they are coming from.
Yes.
So it's more like that ability to rewire their head, change those limiting beliefs, because they exist. They are more of like they are hard-rooted in our minds, and to take them out is not easy. You have to do a great job consciously, putting in the conscious effort to actually take them out to, take on life or take on your journey as you are supposed to. Otherwise, those limiting beliefs keep showing up and
holding you back
somehow, So you just need to, just like you say, you call it reinventing yourself, something like that.
Reinventing yourself.
There's a book. Okay. Reinventing yourself and all of that, And the first time, as I said that thing too, I also thought of something when I first of all read. These days I'm more of like listening to podcasts. I like podcasts a lot. I love.
Some people just don't enjoy reading so much, so they enjoy listening better.
I like watching and reading, watching and listening. So before I do reading, I try to read a lot of books, or I try. But I know that reading is not easy. I prefer audiobooks. I went to audiobooks. From audiobooks, podcast. Video style podcast. That's what I prefer learning from. And doing other form of research and all. And then when I used to read Think and Grow Rich, Think and Grow Rich was, I think it would be the book I have read multiple times. And I keep saying the material, the things in this book, there is no way a poor man will see them if they don't go and pick this book up. There is no way. You understand? And there are so many information there,
so that many could help, around thinking,
that could just help. That could just help somebody to just think a little bit higher than the average man, because they say for you to get to where you want to go to, you just need to be smarter than the average guy, even in any industry or wherever you find yourself, or in any room. Just be a little bit smarter, small. Then you are like. You can dominate that industry or that space.
Exactly.
So
know how people think is very important. Very, very important. Like I see a lot of people that are not getting. So two people get into the same industry from the same background, and one person is thriving, the other person is not. If you check, most times it's the mindset.
Yeah, it's the mindset.
It's the mindset. The way they want. The other person thinks like, okay, anything I can do it. No, it's done. You tell them do one, they're telling you, why am I doing one? I can do two. You're asking them jump, they're asking you, okay, how high do you want me to jump? The other person, you're saying jump. Jump. Hey, it's not easy. So mindset is so important.
Yes. And it's similar to what I was trying to tell you earlier, where I said I like picking interest in other industries that are far from mine, because I just use basic business principles that I have. Like one of the things I'm currently doing and we're incorporating around ourselves is speed. Okay, which is more of like the next question I want to ask you on your point of view in terms of what do you think in terms of speed, taking action, taking action, maybe that this thing can help you, or this thing can help somebody out there, because a lot of people, or a lot of us don't act as at when due, or we're not speedy,
Yes.
So one of the things I get to preach around people around me is taking action and speed, because now it's like, as I just decided that, okay, I want to be fast in everything I'm doing. It's not like everything is now becoming slow. You understand? Like, I'll look at my team, I'll be like, everything is slow. Everything is slow. You understand? So, and when as I just decided around speed, I now saw that, most of the thing that is hindering our growth is speed, because we don't have speed, and I keep saying take action. I didn't know that this take action thing is tied to speed, because sometimes you can just say, okay, I need to process certain things. Maybe I need like an hour, or I need like a whole day to process certain things before I act. Some people will say, okay, before I take action on a particular thing, let me go and sleep over it and think about it. Fine. If you can sleep over it, think about it, and take action, you are still fast. But some people will go and sleep over it, they will still not take action, they'll still be there and all of that. So they are still delaying the process. And one thing I get to understand again is, because I have this one before I even start thinking about speed, which is I used to think of, okay, if I act fast and I see that it's not for me, I can easily get out fast.
Exactly.
You understand?
Yes.
I want to ask you now, your own point of view in terms of taking action. Because you must have seen it a lot. For somebody coming from the marketing background and all, people will tell you, okay, I want to jump on your offer. I want to be part of your team. I want to do this lifestyle thing you're telling me, and I want to take on my finances. I want to build a life of freedom for myself. And they're not acting. What's your message, and how have you been seeing, or how have you been experiencing that over time?
Okay, I'm just going to say this, and I hope it just helps everybody in every field. It doesn't need to be my own field alone. There's this thing we used to hear growing up, which is slow and steady would win the race. Okay. I'm sure you know that saying. I had to say that to Usain Bolt now. Or being a race with him, I say, oh no, slow and steady will get me. And one thing I've realized is that success loves speed. If you're going to become successful, you have to be, have that sense of urgency. Like everything has to be like fast. Do you understand? Yeah. And there's this book I read, and I think that's one of the things that quite scared me when it concerns decision making generally, which is compound effect. I don't know if you've read the book.
I know about compound effect, basically.
The book is quite powerful. Okay. So why achieve something in 5 years when you can do those activities that you would have done in 5 years? You do it in 1 year and get the results you'd have gotten in 5 years in 1 year.
Yeah. And this thing you just said also, Elon Musk has actually said something around that the thing you're trying to achieve in 10 years, try to do it in 6 months. That even if you don't achieve it, you'll be a lot further than you think.
Exactly. Okay? So you see some people spending 10 years to get ahead. Yeah. Somebody else comes in and is already ahead in 1 year. Yeah. The person is already ahead in a month. The reason is simple. While you're there doing small activities, doing little by little, it's not giving you the result. But when you compound it, and because when you get one level of success, it motivates you to get ahead again. Yeah. But when you're delaying that success, before you know it, you're just, you're dragging your feet. Yeah. 1 year after, 2 years after, you're out because there's no result. So why are you compounding that? Yeah. Because in one way or the other, our decisions are compounding something. Yeah. So it's either it's compounding results or it's compounding lack of results. Yeah. So why would you not compound like really good results? For me, I advise everybody, like if something makes sense to you, why overthink it? You can do your research, it's fine. If you really need to like maybe check and be sure that some of the things that they add up. But everybody, if you just say everybody act fast, you can just see something. Someone is advertising something and then you jump on it. No, you can do your research, but if it makes sense, as soon as it makes sense to you, please jump on it. Don't overthink it, because the moment you start overthinking it, like I said earlier, we have demons in our heads. Yes, that will just be telling you. I like to call those negative thoughts. Yeah, just be telling you, oh, this one, are you sure you can? You don't really have what it takes. Yeah. And that's the thought. That's it. It's gone. And the funny thing is, somebody will remind you again. Yeah. But you could have started earlier. Yeah. Could have started earlier. So that's for me. Success loves speed. Yeah. That's cool. So if somebody wants to, because we're coming to the end of this, we're done with our session and all. So if somebody wants to find you and more of like be part of your program, to join your team and all of that, what do they need to know, and how can they find you also? So
this is actually like the end.
Okay, if you want to find me, very simple. And for me, like I said earlier, people who are looking to like improve on the quality of their lifestyle. Yeah. So if you just want to do that, you're looking for an opportunity, a legitimate opportunity. If you're not lazy, if you're not the kind of person that you're just looking for where to put money. I also wanted to say that's what differentiates MMM, please, from what I do. I'm not running, it's not a Ponzi scheme. So if you're looking for a lazy place where you just put in money and go to sleep and one day to crash, then that's not me.
Yeah.
But if you're looking for where you would build something that, 10 years after, 5 years after, 2 years after, you've built something sustainable. My name on Instagram is Didi Nwala. So just go there. Just search for Didi Nwala Awachie. You would find me, but my handle is Didi Nwala. And then reach out to me. Somebody will respond to you, or I personally respond to you, either way. And then we'll start working together.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that's cool. It is great having this conversation with you today.
Thank you so much.
And I know
I actually enjoyed myself. I think the podcast style is quite cool.
And again, I know just like we just got notified that we've crossed our session time, because if you're talking to somebody who is passionate about what they do, and you're also into it, like, because me, I'm into business and entrepreneurship topics a whole lot. I love it so much. I can talk about it all day, So if you're talking to somebody like that, like mine, such as you, we'll keep talking nonstop. If not, that's only just prompted us that we've talked for, I can't even believe that we've spoken for that
I thought it was just like 30 minutes, so I didn't
So that's how it is. That's how it is. If you know a lot about it, you're passionate about the topic and all of that, okay, you can go
and you're in the grind.
Yeah, and you're in it.
Yes.
You practice what you preach.
Yes.
So as such, you would know what to say and all of that. So it's a good one having you.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me as well.
Yeah, it's good. Like you just, because I was just thinking that, is she going to come and all of that? Then saw you calling that, okay, you're already here.
Yeah.
I was grateful.
Thank you so much.
Good
Thank
having you.
Same here.
And I hope to have you on the show next time again for such an interaction.
No problem.
Because there's a lot I've learned from you also.
I've learned a lot as well from you.
All right. So everyone, there you have it. So you can put your comment down in the comment section down below. And that is all for today's podcast. I hope you learned a lot. And like she said, you can actually find her on Instagram, and all. Her handles will also be in the description of this video or in the bio or somewhere around this video, basically. So you can get to contact her and all of that if you'd like to join her, okay, because she's looking at improving people's lives and all of that, okay. And for me, I remain Francis Abogonye. I love business, entrepreneurship, marketing, growth, and all those cool stuff. So until next time, I'll be seeing you in the next video. Bye for now.